News 4 Jax starts right now with a breaking news alert.
That local breaking news alert comes from the north side. Police are investigating a shooting that led to someone's death. Happened on Elsa Drive near Biscayne Elementary School. The school was not involved. Channel 4's Elizabeth Campbell is there. What can you tell us?
Well, Bruce, I can tell you this is the Conifer Ridge subdivision. We're off Elsa Drive. This is off of Biscayne Boulevard to give you a better idea of where this is located. And you can see I'm standing right outside of the police tape that's blocking us off from the crime scene. When we zoom in, you can take a closer look and see there is a lot of activity going on. Now, we do know that the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is planning to give us more information at some point. They are going to hold a news briefing. We just don't have a time on that, but we are going to be there, and we will, of course, keep you updated as soon as we learn new information. For now, reporting live from the north side, Elizabeth Campbell, Channel 4, the local station.
News since the morning show. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office tells News 4 Jax the man who was shot in the head this morning in Hastings is in critical condition, being treated at the hospital. Deputies say the shooter is also being treated for injuries that he received. Apparently, there was a fight that led up to this incident. Channel 4's Janice Harris is following this story. Janice, have investigators been able to talk to either man?
Bruce, at this time, no, they have not had a chance to talk to either of them, and no one is here at the scene. A crime scene truck actually just left probably about 10 minutes ago. That was the last person we were able to see that was a part of this investigation. But I want to take you with me, if you will, for just a moment and take a look over here just in front of the camera. You see that one trailer home but as you just mentioned, the one man in critical condition who was shot in the head, still alive, but in critical condition. The other man also in the hospital for his injuries that came from the fist fight. Now, initially, they were not able to find the shooter because once the shooting happened, according to the sheriff's office, he then ran away. That's why SWAT was called to then bring him back in. They were able to find him, and now they're both in the hospital. But again, no more details on what led up to that fist fight and because the sheriff's office has yet to have a chance to interview either of them, their health, their condition, more important, the focal point at this point. Live in St. Johns County, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Janice, thank you. New information about the arrest of a Jacksonville fire rescue lieutenant. He's accused of trying to carjack a woman. News 4 Jax learned 37-year-old John Lopez faced similar charges 10 years ago. Those charges were dropped. Lopez was taken into custody early Sunday. Employees at the Prohibition Kitchen in St. Augustine told police Lopez ordered a woman to get out of her vehicle a number of times. He say he then pulled her out of her car and slammed her to the ground. Well, the restaurant's bouncers tackled the man, and a restaurant employee said he hopes Lopez is held accountable for what happened.
No man of his size should be, first off, touching a female, but let alone her size is just no moral code at all. I don't know what that was about. It's horrible. And his friend didn't do a thing either, just watched the whole thing happen.
Lopez has been reassigned to a job where there's no interaction with the public. The department is undergoing an internal investigation. An investigation's underway into the crash of a school bus. 16 children on board at the time. All are safe. Nobody got hurt. None of the children got hurt. The bus driver and 3 other drivers involved did sustain some minor injuries. The accident happened at Rampart and Park City Drive on the west side. Roads are reopened now. They've been closed for several hours. Duval County school officials said that children were moved to another bus and they went on their way to Westview K-8 and Normandy Village elementary schools. President Trump's choice to be Secretary of the Navy withdraws his name from nomination. Philip Bilton's a businessman and former military intelligence officer in the Army Reserve. Bilton said business interests created complications with the nomination. He recently retired from a private equity investment management firm. Secretary of Defense Jim Mattis said he will recommend another nominee to the president in the near future. Bilton is the second service secretary nominee to withdraw because of the conflict with financial interests. Earlier this month, Vincent Viola withdrew his name from nomination to be Army Secretary. The White House is again taking fire because of alleged contact between Trump associates and Russia during the campaign. Now, a fellow Republican who supported the president during the election is calling for a special prosecutor. Darrell Issa says Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who was on the campaign and is an appointee, can't be a special prosecutor. Somebody else would need to come in. Issa joins calls for an independent probe from National Democratic National Committee Chairman Tom Perez. Happening right now, the president's proposal for the 2018 budget being sent to federal agencies. An administration official says there are no significant changes being made to Social Security or Medicare. There will be a $54 billion boost in defense spending. Non-defense department agencies are facing cuts, including the EPA. The president set to release his final budget proposal in mid-March. His first major fiscal marker happens just one day before his first address to a joint session of Congress. Watch that speech tomorrow right here on Channel 4 and streaming online on newsforjax.com starting at 9. Congressman John Rutherford taking on an additional title. He's been appointed to a newly created task force focused on stopping terrorism in the United States. Upon his appointment, the congressman said safety is his highest priority. The group will look at ways by which terrorists enter the country and ways to prevent it in the future. Time check right now is 12:07. Taking a look outside, we had clear blue skies this morning. Some clouds have moved in. Most of the coverage area seeing temperatures in the 70s. Showers should be approaching us just about now, huh, Rich?
Yeah, they're starting from the north, and we'll see them building from the south. That's that warm front that will continue to push the needle into the upper 70s. Could see some lower 80s. As a matter of fact, I think it was Palatka. I was just walking by the map. It looks like you just switched over to 81 degrees, and we'll have that coming up in your full forecast in 10 minutes.
Thank you, Rich. New information into News for Jax from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Police are looking for one person in connection with Saturday's shooting. It happened as rap musicians started to record a music video. They were doing that recording at Moncrief and Myrtle Avenues. One person was killed, 4 others were injured. 22-year-old Kyrie Corley is the one who died. 3 people had minor injuries. 1 person had to undergo surgery. Police don't know how many shots were fired or if there was 1 or more shooters. A group of 30 people had gathered to watch the video. Detectives are asking anyone with information to contact police. Now to a neighborhood crime alert. Lock your car. 2 children arrested, accused of being connected to a rash of car burglaries in Julington Creek. 6 firearms were stolen in the last couple of weeks. Police have recovered all but 1. We talked with News4Jax crime and safety analyst Gil Smith. He says the thieves are going car to car to see which ones are unlocked.
Well, this is a very serious problem. We're seeing this now in St. Johns County, Clay County, Duval. It's not for any particular county. It's for all of them. So when criminals find something that works, they continue to do it until it's not working for them anymore.
Many of the people in Julington Creek did admit they leave their car doors unlocked because they feel safe and know their neighbors. But Smith says that's the #1 way for something like this to happen to you. Well, President John Delaney, president at UNF, will retire from his post in the spring of next year. Delaney's led the university for the past 14 years, making him the longest-serving president in the school's history. He essentially helped put UNF on the map, seeing major gains in graduation, GPA, and diversity among the student body. His contract allows him to lead a center at UNF. Following his retirement, he has not yet decided if he'll pursue that option or accept other opportunities. Under Delaney's leadership, the campus has undergone the biggest expansion in its history. A deputy is being investigated after a Sable Trail pipeline protester was shot and killed. It happened when calls came in saying a man was using a high-powered rifle to shoot at pipeline equipment. Deputies responded and the man took off, starting a multi-county chase. It began in Marion County, then ended near Floral Park in Citrus County. That's where police say the man pointed a gun at officers and was shot. The pipeline's been the center of controversy. Protesters say the project should be halted because it's a threat to the environment. We continue following a local breaking news alert on the north side. JSO plans to hold a news briefing at 12:30 in reference to a shooting investigation on Elsa Drive. We'll monitor this situation. You can watch it streaming live on newsforjax.com. The news at noon. We'll be right back. Well, this continues to be the talk around the water cooler. The Oscar mishap for Best Picture. Actress Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty presented the Oscar for La La Land. Only Moonlight was the winner. Here's a quick look at what happened.
And the Academy Award for Best Picture.
You're impossible. Come on. La La Land.
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Moonlight won. Come on, this is not a joke.
This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
This is not a joke. Moonlight has won Best Picture. Moonlight, Best Picture.
So this is why Warren Beatty looked so perplexed. He'd been given the wrong card. It had Emma Stone's name on it, and she, of course, won for Best Actress for La La Land. The accounting firm of PricewaterhouseCoopers apologized to Moonlight, La La Land, Warren Beatty, Faye Dunaway, and Oscar viewers. All right, let's talk about the weather. It's a-changin'.
As we speak from this morning, clear skies, all of our tower cams and the gorgeous shots of sunrise this morning with the beach are now turning into partly cloudy shots as we take the looks out of our tower cam. Let me show you what's going on here. We'll get from the broad view into what's happening locally. Behind it, we turn cool once again. Upper 60s, chance for some showers, and that's what will start off the weekend. Upper 60s, but we'll do it under sunny skies. Back to you.
All righty, Rich. Part 3 of the River City Rumble takes place on the basketball court tonight. UNF hosts Jacksonville University in the Atlantic Sun Tournament. Tip-off at 7. These two teams met last Thursday. UF won the previous 2 meetings this season. Sam and the News4JAX sports team will follow this matchup starting on the evening news at 6. It's Positively Jax. News4JAX will host a phone bank tonight to raise money for First Coast Blessings in a Backpack. The organization provides food to children who don't have enough to eat on the weekend. That phone bank will be open from 5 till 7. Thanks to Blessings in a Backpack, 3,000 local kids get meals and snacks every weekend when they might otherwise go hungry. More donations are needed to help the thousands more who still don't have food. Sneezing, stuffy nose, headache, time of year for the flu. Cold season, too. Still ahead, how you can tell the difference. We continue following a breaking news alert from the north side. JSO plans to hold a news conference at 12:30 about a shooting that happened on Elsa Drive. We'll continue to monitor this situation. Watch that briefing live on newsforjax.com. We're getting the common cold may sideline you from work for a bit, but it's not the serious health risk that flu can turn into. As both sicknesses can feel alike, it's tough to tell the difference. But there's some signs your coughs and pains could be something more serious. Kim Hutcherson reports.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
The news at noon. We'll be right back. Continue monitoring the investigation into a shooting on the north side. JSO should give us some new information at 12:30. Watch that briefing on newsforjax.com. Also be sure to enable push notifications on the News4JAX mobile app. All right, take another look-see at the weather.
I've got the radar fired up there. You see that little area? It looks like a shadow. That's where we had some of the showers. Those are the ones that were near Coffee County, Douglas, Georgia, just north of Alma, and then stretching from the Atlantic all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. That line will continue to rotate and pull away from us. A warm front coming up, spreading some showers already. You see some around Melbourne, also around Lake Okeechobee. That will be the igniter for our shower, so continue till late night tonight, early tomorrow morning, dissipating for a warmer Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, be careful out there on the roads when they get wet. Oh, gosh, for this matter, even when they're not wet. 12:28, hope you have a good afternoon. The crew is back at 4 o'clock.
At News4JAX, we're always covering the news, even when we're not on TV. Stay informed, on the go and online at newsforjax.com.